Good morning. No, we're not going to do that. We now return to Let's Play SimCity. Okay, so we have got a city to continue building, and so there's going to be a lot of things here. I was just looking at all this touristy stuff. We've got a lot of gambling options now we can add to this, and I absolutely want to do that. But there's other things like gigantic stadiums and landmarks. Now I don't know. There's Brandenburg Gate right there. I don't know how we're going to play with that, because these take up considerable amounts of space, and especially the giant amusement parks. Now, apparently I can only build one type of amusement park, and then I can have minimal other attractions that actually fit within these squares, so we might end up using that too. That's for another day, though. Right now, we need to worry about, well, we can get that casino up and running, actually, whilst I've got all my mediums and lows here. Right now, currently lows. So, what do we have here? More shopping is required. That's what's up, so let's do more of that. Let's go ahead and build in here after we make this happen. Abel's shoppers are coming here. That's not such a bad thing. This is where things are going to get a little bit weird. I need to start deciding where the cutoff is going to be for that, and then what I'm going to put in place of it. Now, as I said, actually we can go ahead and perhaps get rid of that. We can also probably buy sewage too, right? A little bit from Mineral Town, yeah. So why don't we buy that? And we'll also buy a little bit of power from, let's say, Gas Town. Not really using any of it because we're using our own, so let's go ahead and, after I've just blown all that money on it, at the very least we can get rid of these for purposes of no longer having pollution. So let's get rid of that, and now we'll see what our capacity is after I let it run for a little bit. Actually, I probably have to yeah, well, now it's going, right? Okay, barely even scratching it right now. That's good. I don't believe this is going to be a very high density area as far as people, because we'd really, okay, yeah. So we don't need to worry about usage so much, because I don't really plan on having, you know, tons and tons of people in here. That's not really what this town's about. We still need more shopping. Now, I don't know if I also want this going all the way along, but I suppose I may as well. May as well let it do so. And I'm going to just lay out the entire grid, I think, before deciding where I'm going to have this big monstrosity of a road come through. If I put this down, it's really going to have to start here. So, if I want it on the outside. So I can start a loop here and then have it go wherever. But anyway, so we'll just finish off what I've got now. Pick this one, thank you. And we'll let that go for a moment. That is not, it's not lining up, is it? Why is that not lining up? That's got to be an optical illusion. I would hope so, because otherwise that's pretty damn screwy. Okay, good. And we'll just go ahead and do that same thing here. Just draw a line there so I know where to bring this all the way down to. Good. Okay. And like I said, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap there. Okay. So we're having problems with health at the moment, as well as fire. Okay, we're going to need to put in police as well. Well, here we go. It all begins. So really, I need to think about this for a moment. I'm going to pause while I think about where I'm going to start putting sort of the center of town. That way we're not wasting so much time. Okay, so I've had a thought here. We're going to do something a little bit differently. We're going to swap this out. I've had a look at the map. I've thought about it. I don't really want this industry right here. This is much better suited, as originally planned, for residential. We're going to swap and put over here some industry. I don't think we're going to try a lot of industry. We're going to try and keep it down, as per that. Already we have 100 too many jobs. But we're going to do that. We're going to push it over here and kind of keep it this way, because here is a pretty good place for a rail. I can put a park and ride right there. I'll have a stop on my streetcar line, and right here will be pretty good to get to downtown. Now you'll have to go through industry, whatever. But over here will just be much better to create sort of a setup for my suburban and apartments, and then we can keep like the high wealth residentials over here. And then hopefully all that industry blowing this way won't impact so much. Obviously I'll have commercial buildings along here, but I'll also put like casinos and probably my stadium and other buildings that won't necessarily, I'm not really sure if non-RCI buildings are greatly impacted by that. Well, I guess we'll find out. But anyway, right now what we got to do is come in here and create a little bit of a grid line. Whoa, that is not at all. A little bit of a grid setup, and then I'm going to take this one out to remind myself that is where the rail is going to go. So we are now swapping, and all this filthy stuff is going to be swapped over for here. So that means then we've also got an extra 7. Perfect. Do it like so. And then for now we'll just go right in here. In fact, that might be too many. We'll take one down and we'll see how much more. Whatever. Better to have the unemployment than okay. So these are not going to change on their own, so I'm going to have to swap them over. We'll do that this way. We're going to get started this way, and this is going to be a pain in my butt. I guess I can just go ahead and do them all because I'm going to have to, right? In that case, let's pause because what a pain. What a pain. Is there any way I can... There we go. Back out of that so we don't have to listen to it so much. Now I could just, I realized, destroy all the roads. Shit. Well, fine, let's just do it. That's much easier. Hopefully it doesn't create it too difficult of a thing to get back in there. Now, I'm looking at that curve of where I want that road to go, this avenue to go. And I'm thinking it'll be nice if I can get it to come down to maybe here. Like that corner right there. If I can, I'm probably going to destroy that, but if I can get it to kind of curve along here, so that at that point it meets, and then just kind of maintain that. I don't know. Maybe 4? 4 squares will be good for that? Possibly. Oh my god. I don't know how long that's going to go, but I want it to be far enough because if you look, we can still build along here. So that would actually be pretty cool. Well, maybe not. It's kind of cutting it off as to where it goes, isn't it? It actually needs quite a bit of space. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut it in here. Might have to cut it in right here. But we won't build along that edge. We'll just kind of build everywhere else for now. So back in, we've lost a ton of income. Yep. That should reduce crime considerably, I would imagine. But we'll get this all built back in and go from there. Now, why did you have to go and do that? Okay. So everybody's moving back in. Money's coming right back. All these people are suddenly, where'd all our people go? We have no employees. It's okay. We'll survive. Not sure how I feel about this soundtrack. This is more City Skylines. It is City Skylines jazz. Gonna have to see. I'm not sure if this is gonna get flagged or not. The other soundtracks, which is why I've been using it, the other soundtrack of my God, what are you doing? For City Skylines has not been. So thankfully that's been good for me. Hope to see that continue. Finish off this little mess out here. Would you just? Oh my God. Kind of concerned that some of that doesn't look square. Some of that looks off. Let me see. One way to find out real quick is to... Alright. It just doesn't look straight. Could be an optical illusion. Ah, yes. Dude, we're burning down. Okay. That's another nice thing about having it in these little self-contained squares, is that it will not spread very far when something burns down. So I suppose we should put in a fire station. Now, where do we want to put that? Well, this, I think... Maybe I shouldn't have put these here. That's going to change the dynamic a little bit about how I put this in. I'm thinking maybe putting a street here. Or maybe I'll have it go this way. I think I'll have it go this way instead. And so this is going to be where the town hall will be. So to remind myself of that, I have to put that there. And I'll just have an avenue come along here. So that'll be a nice little cutoff there. Yeah, I think this will look better. Okay, so firehouse. Where are we going to put the firehouse? Now, I don't necessarily want a regional one, because this isn't going to be... I mean, I'm definitely going to have high-density stuff, but it's not going to be, like, super, super big. We could... God, I wish you could... Instead of having to go to that city, I wish you could just come here. Who does happen to have... I think we... Well, obviously, Able City does. Let's go borrow that. We won't worry about the fire station just yet. We'll be sending fire station or fire truck over. It's seriously just like right over there. So would you not? I don't want to activate my problems just yet. Okay, so that's coming. That's amusing. We're sending fire trucks over here. Hold on. What is this nonsense? We are, in fact, sending a fire truck to Able City. I don't believe we need to be doing that. In fact, we can probably take that back, because we've got a regional one here. And how about we send that to Able City instead, or to Sminico instead? In fact, we'll send two. What's the difference between? I don't know that there is, necessarily. Yeah. I could totally afford it. Don't get me wrong on that. It's just... So are they coming my way, or did I have to actually be in... It is kind of a thing that it wants me to do. Alright, alright. Never mind that. So we're going to keep kind of a downtown-y centralized area, maybe? Or are we? I could set that right aside. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and do what I want to do here. And just get that out of the way. So we'll go ahead and just grab that across. For like right there. And that means we will put this right here for now. Because then I'm going to put an avenue right in here. Okay, well, I'm going to have to do it this way just to get it to, because it's not playing ball with me here. There. Somehow I put that in crooked, which is not cool. This will actually now fit within this realm. Will a police station fit within the other one? Oh, right, I wanted to do one of these. Well, I can do that. That will actually work. Anyway, the answer is yes, this will totally do what I need it to do. But we're going to have to delete a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, let's grab this down to here. Grab this down to here. This is totally not... Something is totally screwy. This is not creating me straight anything. That I do not understand. Okay. Now for now, that'll work. Anyway, time for a fire station. Put a fire station, how about, well, let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter. Either way, we'll be putting stuff in. Do we want it on... Because it'll either be going out or it'll cut across right there, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much that it be far away. Alternatively, I could just put it straight on this one, and then it can go any way it wants. Up, down, left, right, sideways. It can loop around right there. Yeah. How about we put it right here? That looks good. Come in here. Come in here. Put a flagpole down. A favorite. Fire alarm. And away we go. Pretty central to all of Siminico. I like that. And I could probably take away the trucks. Actually, we have fires in so many places. Oh well, that'll work, whatever. Okay, so we had more demand. We need more people. More people, but that's another thing too. We need to be buying trash, which we can't do because we need to volunteer some of that. Whatever. Anyway, okay, I'm going to put down to base level. Let's put in this. That'll help a little bit. We do need more people. There is demand for it, and there are jobs for it as well. Congratulations! I've already done that, and that is in fact how you spell what I want to spell. So, we're going to do this. Now that's going to create way too many workers, but I think I'm also going to start looking at turning some of those into medium wealth. So that'll be good. I'm not sure how far I want the medium wealth to extend, to be honest. Possibly one of apartments. possibly 2. See, I don't know. Anyway, so as far as that goes, we can put these nowhere. They don't work that way unless I put the road like that, and then they'll fit, right? There we go. I could put those all along there, and then possibly do even more tree lines. Probably put tree lines there anyhow. So I could put tree lines here and then put a park strip along there. Although the parks themselves will actually fit, right? Actually, these parks will fit too. That could be nice. Another thing I do want to do, though, I think, is leave out a central area specifically for... Hold on. Did I put a blimp thing in here? I seem to recall I did, but... no, maybe not. I put hot air balloons in there, but I didn't put in a blimp field, did I? Interesting. Anyway, as I was saying, we need to put in centralized park areas, not parking areas, park areas. So if I put one here, central wealth, medium wealth, that will probably extend to there. No, not even. It'll definitely get these ones. But maybe I can spread that out a little bit. So we'll be removing these. Sorry. Once again, we're destroying more homes. It's okay. We also need a clinic. Clinic is something I'm going to have to probably put a little bit, I don't know, somewhere here. Again, I'm not really sure where this is going to cut off everything. We've got to make room for tourist attractions and a stadium and an amusement park and all that good stuff. So it'll be fun. But for right now, let's do a sports thing. Put a half in there. Could put a big old skate park. Let's not do that. I mean, does that has no impact whatsoever on tourism? None of this does, I don't think. Alternatively, we could just put one in there, but nope. Soccer field, big old soccer field, nope. Okay. Well, that's the biggest thing I can put in here. I don't necessarily know that we need to do that. What about a large path park? Of course not. Why would you design something like that that can't fit? Community park, too big. And of course that one is also too big. I don't even remember these. If I'm honest with you. Have those always been unlocked? I feel like maybe I had to unlock these somehow. Boy. So now what oh my god. Okay. Well, the usual basketball court, because that's just typical. Typical fare. And then you gotta add in your walking park. Actually, one thing I haven't... Well, these are not very good. Because they're just open field areas. They still work. It's just like a big dog park. Put in a pavilion, I suppose. I'd like to put in something a little bit better. If I put this here, what can fit here? We'll find out. Let's pull it back just a little bit so we can actually maybe utilize the space a little bit. I do like these pavilions. They're always like a barbecue spot. Because they fit nicely in things. Not so much there, though. What about a pond? Yeah, see, none of this is fitting well. This is a very awkward space now. And I'm not so sure that it's doing what I wanted it to do. It is. Okay, it is compounding. We probably needed that over there. This next bit has to be something medium wealth. It ain't gonna be that. Now let's fit that park in. So we're definitely getting that. We're not getting out up here, though. If I destroyed that to put a better one in, then it definitely would, but we're not going to be able to squeeze anything else in here, I don't think. That's pretty much as good as it gets. Nature? Just a strip? Ooh, hey. Perfect. And there we go. It's a full park now. Now these guys all like it. So, realizing that, I mean, we'll fill in stuff here, but actually we could probably put housing in there right up along the tracks. So I could have put that there to get those, which would allow me to put in another park over here to grab these. Because now how am I going to get wealth into these guys? Because I could put that there, and maybe I could have put a school in around here. Obviously I could not expand it at all, but that's not really the point. The point would be that it raises wealth, land value. Just generally helps out. Because this is going to be commercial. And once again I may have put my foot in this, and it's not really doing what I wanted to do. It wouldn't be hard to put parks out here. That's not the issue. It's just efficiency. Efficiency is the issue. Okay. Well, I mean, we could always just destroy that, move the parks over there, and take care of that little corner. Again, though, I don't think it'll be too hard to extend this. We just need some more parks. Although that does not actually extend very far, does it? It definitely does get this, but it doesn't quite get me where I want to go. And I don't know what I want to put out here is the thing. I could put homes out here. Actually, quite a lot. Could we? I'm curious about that now. No, not quite. Dang. Well, I could still run the roads that way, though. They would all just kind of clump up here. Because otherwise we're going to get a bunch of nothing and then I can't use it. Not necessarily the case, actually. It might be enough that I could get half. So I could build a home along there. Actually, without that back road, oh shit. Without that back road, maybe it would expand that far. So I'll have homes along here, homes along here. So how am I going to deal with the park? I think we might have to do that. We'll put park there, and we'll have to play it like that. Alternatively, we could also be doing things like just taking out a road and letting them naturally go abut them, because that's kind of, I don't know. We now have a lot of stuff that's not going, because see, that's actually going to be a bit of an issue. How do I get my medium wealth shopping centers if I'm going to be so I might have to put some medium wealth shopping density back here. Since these aren't going to be big stuff, put that over there. I don't know. Well, I could put medium wealth along here and then all my high wealth stuff along here. But then what am I going to put here? I could put condos over here. Put condos kind of in between there, and but then where's my... okay. Well, it's going to take more time for me to kind of visualize this, since I'm going to develop this a little bit differently rather than just everybody gets high density streets and we just build it up like that. I want it to shape and look like a more natural city, which for a casino town, tourist destination, that's probably not at all what it should look like. I should actually be using this for more of an industrial town layout, but well, here we are. So I'm going to end this one here. I'm going to sit and think about it, and I'll see you next time.